Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about medicines that I bring with when we travel. Now, this started as just things that I brought with when we went on our first cruise. It evolved to I bring this guy with every time we travel. Why do we bring medications when we travel when most places you have access to medications? Well, because illnesses and inconveniences happen at inconvenient times, right? Illnesses, pains, things like that don't always happen when you're standing in a pharmacy and decide you need things. So this keeps me from having to go out and find those things, at least right away. Or if I'm in a situation where I'm on a cruise, if I need to buy any of these things, I'm going to have to wait till I get into port or hope that they have them down in the cruise pharmacy or cruise gift store. And if they do, it's going to cost me a pretty penny. So I want to make sure that I have these things with me and they don't take up a ton of time. If you wanted to be ultra minimalist, you could go with something like this. And I have a whole review of this little guy, but this is something that actually I just carry this with me every day. And if you wanted, you could just break it down to just this. It's really nice to have it. I highly recommend it, but I need more. At least it makes me feel better to bring more with me. This is first aid. So what we're going to be talking about today is just medications, not first aid. If you want to see what I have this in first aid, I have a whole review of this pack and a few other first aid videos as well. But this is just for first aid. Watch that video if you want to know what's in here. Okay. What do we have in here? What is this thing? Let's start with this, the container that I carry everything in. This is a pencil case from Dollar Tree. I chose red because it's a very noticeable, very medical color. Anyway, let's get into everything that I have packed in here. Okay, so it's packed kind of like this by category. I put all the different medications in baggies according to need. And this is a little different. This has evolved from the last time I did this video strictly for cruising. So let's just start pulling things out. Quick edit jump in right here. I use the Dollar Tree bags because I either travel as a solo adult or with my husband who's an adult, or I travel with children who are old enough to not get into medications and accidentally take them. If you have young children, you may want to consider traveling with a lockable bag. Now, I have never traveled with these bags. I will tell you they're intended for keeping people out of recreational drugs, not over-the-counter drugs. So I don't know if this is going to get pulled or checked at security, but to me it would be worth the risk and worth the, $15 or whatever to get one of these if I had very young children and I was concerned about them getting into over-the-counter medications. These are seasickness bands. They help if you're on a cruise, but also if you happen to get motion sickness on rides like at Disney World or Disneyland. And I like these because I don't really like the sweatband version. And these are just kind of pretty. And you wear them, that little bit goes on your pressure point there. And I find they help out quite a bit. Okay, so the next category is pain. I'm just going to put that away and I'll show you everything that I have in here. First thing, if you've watched any of my videos before, or even if you haven't, I'll explain this. So what I like to do is flat pack my meds. That means I take meds out of the bottle, I peel the label off, and then I stick the label to these little reusable silicone packets. I'm transitioning to these from the disposable plastic ones. So that I put the label back on here. It has expiration date. It tells me what it is. The dosage information is on here, which is really important. And then I know everything I need to know about this medication. I carry children's medication because I have a child that is under 12 and needs child's medication. Tylenol and ibuprofen, children's Tylenol and ibuprofen, both come in tablet form. And that is a lot easier to travel with. You don't have to futz with TSA or anything like that. So I always try to get it in tablet form if I can. So kids ibuprofen. What else is in here? Some Excedrin migraine. So the other thing that I'll do is I'll go to the dollar store and I'll pick up these. Usually you get one or between 2 to 3 of these in a little box, and they're single dose. So what's nice about those is, again, you have expiration date, dosage information, everything you need, even the lot number, all of that stuff on these, and it's just enough to kind of get you by. So those in there. It's another one of those. I don't have any Tylenol. This one is naproxen, or like Aleve. This comes in these little blister packs, so I just ripped off the information I need and stuck it on there. And then our handy dandy friend ibuprofen, who we always have around because we are Gen Xers and we just love our ibuprofen. If you know, you know. Okay, next bag. Oh, I almost forgot. The last batch was expired, so I had to get something new. I also have Midol in here. This is great not only for, you know, period times, but also works great for bloating, aches, pains, all that kind of thing. Check out alternative uses for Midol. Again, none of this information is meant to be medical advice. Consult your doctor, yada, yada, yada. Okay, next bag. Let's see. Cold and flu. I have Mucinex. I took, the label wouldn't come off when I tried to do this one, so I had to go and make my own. So I labeled what it is, when the expiration date is, and then I took my label maker and wrote down dosages for everybody. I've got 2 packages of an electrolyte mix with, this one happens to have immune support, but you get dehydrated very easily when you get sick. This is also in case of hangover. This is just a little body temperature thing. I also have an actual thermometer in my emergency kit as well. Then, because this stuff came in blister packs, I put the instructions on there. I literally just crushed the box. Got frustrated with it, so I just crushed the box, attached it with a paper clip. Daytime and nighttime cold and flu. Again, just enough to kind of tide you over until you can get to a pharmacy somewhere. Okay, that's in that one. Okay, butt stuff. Humor is important when you're feeling bad. So what's in here? We have medicated hemorrhoid wipes. Then we have the 2 problems that are most common. So we have a laxative in case you need it, and we have an anti-diarrheal, again, in case you need it, with instructions, dosage, you get the drill. Okay, next bag. Now, a lot of this stuff you'll notice, if you're a dollar store shopper, you'll notice that I did pick up a lot of this stuff from dollar store, mostly because I don't know if this is going to get used. In fact, some of it I hope I don't have to use. So I don't want to invest a ton of money. And it's another way to get a whole bunch of the things that you need right away without having to invest a ton of money. Cough drops. These are great not only if, you know, you're feeling a little tickle in your throat or whatever, but also if you are at theme parks and you're screaming and yelling on rides all day, your throat gets sore, and these can be really, really helpful. Here is something that I don't see in these often, and they need to be in these medical kits a lot. So people forget that they have teeth and people forget that things can happen to your teeth while you're on vacation. Well, I always say, you know, go to the dentist before you go on vacation, especially if you're going on a long vacation. These are 2 things that I bring with me. So this is Temprin. It's not very expensive. I think these things are like $5, but it's a tooth repair kit. Everything you need is right here, including the directions are right there and the expiration date. And then this one is just a little bit of dental wax. So that helps where, like, if you break a tooth and you don't, and it's just sharp, or if you have someone in your family who wears braces, this is also helpful. If there's something in your mouth that's sort of sharp and potential to cut your mouth, this can help just get you by until your vacation is over. Okay, what else do we have in here? Allergies. So I don't have Benadryl in here because one of my kids reacts the wrong way to Benadryl, gets super agitated and hyper. So I just brought, is this Claritin? I bring Claritin. And we don't have a lot of allergies in our family. They're mostly histamine ones. So if we should need it, it's right there. This is motion sickness, so it carries some Dramamine. I prefer, this one is Bonine. I prefer Bonine because you only have to take it once a day and it's less drowsy making. This also tends to work for some people who have vertigo. Again, not medical advice. And then this is Agita. If you know, look, when you're on vacation, sometimes when you're not on vacation, but when you're on vacation, your stomach can get upset. You eat new foods, you eat too many foods, that kind of thing. It happens. Let's just deal with it. So this is an antacid. These are just those little fruit chews. They're like Tums, but I prefer them to the chalkier Tums. So I carry a bunch of these. And then these are gas relief. So if you're bloated or anything like that, you take one of these and it gets rid of it pretty simply. Oh, I also carry Pepsid as well in this little guy. So I don't have it in here because I carry plenty in this guy. And he comes with me everywhere. Like, he's always in my bag. So I don't have to worry about that. Okay, close this up and let's put this back together. This is a really comprehensive list and it's tailored just to our family. It's meant to give you good ideas what would work for you and your traveling party. If you want my help traveling, I am a travel advisor that specializes in Walt Disney, Universal, and cruise vacations. You can find my contact information down below. Please like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out. Thanks for watching.